What's up, everybody? Dark 1985. There's levels to this. All right, guys. Let's have this conversation, I guess. I thought this would have died by now, but there's literally like six people live right now still talking about the whole journalists unsubscribing from Game Pass and stuff. And I'm just so confused about it. Like I really don't understand why that matters. Like if they want to unsubscribe, let them unsubscribe. Like if this is the month that they deem that it's not worth it for them anymore, then okay, it's not worth it for them anymore. And a lot of people are making it seem as if there's a lot of people unsubscribing from Game Pass. How many? How many people have unsubscribed? I don't know. And does it really matter? This is one of the things that I find fascinating this generation. If you are a Sony fan this generation, the only way you are truly a PlayStation fan this generation is if you become a Game Pass expert. Like they talk more about Game Pass than they do about their own platform. These are facts. This is not even a lie. This is not even a lie. The Sony fan base talks more. All they do is talk about a Game Pass and photo mode. That's it. That's all they got. Game Pass and photo mode. But I find it interesting because I made a video a long time ago saying, why do you hate Xbox so much? And they were saying they want Xbox to do better, all this other stuff, blah blah blah, whatever. And I found it ironic how Microsoft shifted its attention from Xbox and placed it on their ecosystem and definitely Game Pass more. See, Microsoft doesn't really care if you play their games on an Xbox. They just want you to play their games. And for the Sony fan base that's really big into numbers and everything, it would make sense, right? Like that would make sense. Like I'll give you an example. If Miles Morales was also available on the Xbox platform, don't you think more people would have bought the game? Like that would just make common sense, right? Like if you put your product in multiple stores, it would give the potential for more people to buy it. That makes sense. So Microsoft doesn't really care whether or not you're playing their game on an Xbox. So it was kind of funny when people would say, you don't need an Xbox this generation. I'll just play those games on my PC. And it was funny because every single PlayStation fan, I know this from fact, has a very powerful PC. I just know that. Or at least that's what they'll tell you. But they go ahead and say this as if it's an L for anybody. And I never understood this, but Halo Infinite is not better to me just because someone that only has a PlayStation can't play it. I hope that makes sense. A game being exclusive doesn't make it better. I believed in the little BS that was fed my way that if a game is exclusive to a console, they use all of the assets to the console and the game looks better and all this other stuff. That's a lie. That's a lie. Don't believe that. These games look very similar on both consoles, so that's a lie. Trust me. These developers are talented enough that they could make it look really good on one console, make it look really good on another console. Like it, that's a lie. But so there's nothing really that makes a game better for you as a consumer being exclusive. A game being exclusive only benefits the company. Only benefits the company if their goal is to sell the hardware. You see, Microsoft's mentality is different. Their goal is not just to sell the hardware, the goal is to get you into the ecosystem, and Game Pass is a big part of that ecosystem. But if someone decides to unsubscribe from Game Pass, that's not a problem. If someone doesn't see the value in Game Pass, that's not a problem. I'm letting you know right now, whenever I don't see the value to Game Pass, I will unsubscribe. And I don't owe you an explanation. I really don't. If tomorrow I wake up and I'm gonna look at my bank account, I'm like, yo, it's not worth it because I'm mostly playing Elden Ring and Apex Legends the last week. It's my prerogative. Like, it doesn't matter. But the reason you got to be a Game Pass expert if you're a PlayStation fan this generation is because You have to know how many subscribers are currently on Game Pass, which apparently they know. You got to know whether or not Game Pass is sustainable or profitable, which apparently they know. You got to know how many games on Game Pass right now are considered AAA, which apparently they know. You got to know which games on Game Pass drop day and date, which apparently they know. You got to know how many games on Game Pass right now scored over an 85 Metacritic score, which apparently they know. That's what you got to know in order to be a PlayStation fan this generation. Because if you know all that, then you can justify poo-pooing on Microsoft. I'm sorry, man, I'm getting sick. But if you're an Xbox fan this generation, if you're a Game Pass fan this generation, all you have to do is be a gamer. Because when you load up Game Pass and you see games, as a gamer, you don't really care whether or not a game is AAA or not, whether a game is exclusive or not, how many others subscribe. I've never logged onto Game Pass and wondered how many people are on Game Pass right now. I've never wondered whether or not this is sustainable for Microsoft. I've never wondered. But common sense. If Game Pass was not sustainable, if gaming services was not sustainable, why would all these companies be doing it? That's just my question. That's just my question. Why would all these companies, each one of them has a subscription based service? Now, Sony decides not to drop their first party day and date, but they've already dropped third party day and date on their PS Now. So I would assume that they're also going to drop third party day and dates on their PlayStation Premium and PlayStation Extra, right? I could safely assume that. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the future Sony did drop one or two day and date games. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I mean, why not, right? But regardless, though, you see the difference there between being a PlayStation fan and an Xbox fan this generation. PlayStation fan, you got to know, again, everything about Game Pass. And what's crazy is everything that I mentioned is stuff that you don't know, anyways, but you got to pretend like you know it. This is the last thing I'm going to leave you with. The best thing about these subscription services, and I'm putting PlayStation in there, but mostly Game Pass because of the day and date, right? But watch this. The best thing about these subscription services and the access to all these games is that it takes power away from the gaming journalists that you guys hate that are lying to you and all this other stuff. Okay? You see, if a game is on Game Pass and I want to try it, I just try it. I don't look up the Metacritic score and I don't have to worry about somebody capping for it or somebody review bombing it, right? Excuse me. I don't have to worry about it. I just try it. And if I don't even want to download the game, I don't have to. I can play it on the cloud. Now, the quality of the cloud is not the same as downloading the game. But if you just want to try the game and see what the type of game it is, see if it's something that you wish to download, you can do that. So it takes the power away from the gaming journalists. Let the gaming journalists say whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. It doesn't matter. Your experience matters more. These are just facts. Your experience matters more. And all I'm saying is, from the looks of it, the amount of times that Sony fans this generation have mentioned Xbox more than they've mentioned their platform shows me that that platform is definitely lacking. If you're an early adopter of the PS5, what are you playing right now? You beat Horizon Forbidden West already, right? I mean, you bought all the exclusives, right? No, I know you didn't. I know you didn't. But you're going to go ahead and cap for it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Nobody owes anybody anything. And if you feel like these people are lying, like they're capping for something or whatever, like, man, try it yourself, because your experience will trump. If you have tried Game Pass and you don't like it, it doesn't matter what I say. That's it, right? The same way if I tell you that the PS5 controller is a gimmick, But for you, it brings you a lot of joy to blow on that controller, and you can't wait to wake up in the morning, turn on Astro's Playroom, and just blow to your heart's content on that little controller. I mean, that's up to you. If you find that fun, I mean, it is what it is. I ain't knocking you. It is what it is. But I just find it interesting though. So Game Pass is trash again. Why? Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.